Hello and welcome, everybody. It's Cheryl. Welcome back. It's Friday, and that means it's time for Muffin Sewing Emporium. How are you doing today? It is a gorgeous, beautiful evening here in fabulous downtown Paducah, Kentucky. I am your host, Cheryl Muffin Whited. You can call me Muffin. I am the Muffin of Muffin Sewing Emporium. Also, we are colloquially, we are also known as the Little Goth Quilt Shop. Welcome to the stream tonight. I'm excited because it has been a while since I have been on here, and I have a lot to tell you as to why. And we are getting ready for our Halloween stream. Guess what, everybody? Halloween is on a Friday. And guess what we're doing on Friday nights? That's right. We're going to have a costume party here live on the stream. I cannot wait to do that with all of you. I hope you are wonderfully well. I am doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Charlotte is here. Welcome, Charlotte. How are you? I am here. And we have just arrived back from Houston, Texas, and where we were able to see all of the new fabrics, and we are already buying collections for, get this, 2026 Halloween and Christmas. We're not even through this year's yet, and we're already buying next year's. So I already know what it all looks like, which is amazing. And my friends, I think you're really, really going to like it. We have a lot going on, and we are getting ready for our big holiday season. It has been a very busy week. Absolutely, Charlotte. I agree. So happy it's a Friday. And if you're out there and you are watching, please give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us a follow, and let us know where you are watching from. I am doing all kinds of fun things to this. we're trying all kinds of new things, throwing it at the wall, see what sticks. We've got a lot of stuff. I know I've been gone from here for 2 weeks, but no way has it been slow here in the shop. So this week we have the American Quilter Society Seam Retreats happening in town, which we're very excited about, and have had those customers and teachers coming into the store. And the we had Gina Perks in the store this week. We've had Jane Sassaman in the store this week. My friends, we have that going on in our store. So you just never know who's going to stop by here in the shop. And so the both of those retreats are going on through tomorrow, and we then are gonna basically it's October, and it finally in Paducah feels like October, which, I mean, thank goodness. I have been waiting for this fall feeling for quite some time. It's a balmy 58 degrees here in beautiful downtown Paducah, Kentucky. That light just brightened right up now, didn't it? Oh, it's because I'm covering up Mr. Spooky. He is giving off too much spook. I'm gonna have to do that. Look at, he makes me not dark and moody, and then when I cover him up, we get light and bright. There are some really good lights in here. I'm surprised. Sonia, welcome. If you're out there, say hello, give us a thumbs up. Sonia, thank you so much. Yes, the weather has been absolutely chef's kiss this week. Finally, it feels like fall in Paducah. Okay, so let me readjust. Sitting on this chair, this giant chair. Okay, so what else is going on? Lots. We are doing classes. There is a class that I am booking in the, when is it coming? January. Yes, January. We're doing classes in January, and we're also doing classes here in Paducah. More information coming. We are planning them right now, so it's kind of wild right this second. Let's talk about some fabric, right? So we just got 2 collections in. Well, collections is a strong word. 2 panels. We got panels in, and this one here is, I've already made something out of it. This panel is called Storybook Dreams. And here it is. Here is the panel itself. Unicorns, bunnies, kind of like a handkerchief look to it. So if you wanted to make your own hankies out of this, this would be kind of a cool bandana hanky thing. Very, very sweet. And, so, that's the other one. I'm going to get to that one in a second. So here is the pillow. So I made 2 pillows out of this. And so you can see there some of the close-ups. Very soft palette. Can you believe that this is for spring? We're already getting spring 2026 fabrics in. I am not ready. I am not ready at all. So let's just call that what it is. I'm not ready. And so we have this, and here's the other panel that I turned it into. You can make three pillows out of one panel. So this is a great little sofa cushion pattern, easy, right sides together. And so we've got this unicorn, and we've got this bunnies and, like, super sweet. These coral colors were, yes. Sonia, I refuse spring, but I will say yes about those panels. So here's the thing. Spring is getting quite, we don't decorate enough for spring. Okay, these can do absolute double duty as spring into fall or spring into summer. They've got sort of like a lot of this sort of corally orange, and then some of this kind of like buttery yellow. It's not a summery yellow, it's a buttery yellow. I just really like the beautiful little panel. Now, that's what I made out of it. Obviously, you can do this as a quilt. You can do this as you know, the hankies, which I think initially when I was told it was a panel, they were telling me that it was a hanky panel. And I was like, oh yeah, I can see that. It kind of has like this bandana edge to it. Um, oh, so you can see there, it's kind of got like that bandana edge, very much like Lotus, very mystical, but unicorns. Um, very sweet for a little girl's room. This would be very, it's super precious. And like I said, it makes 3 pillows, so it's perfect for the sofa, right? If you need a quick project, this is a great one. So we've got that panel, brand new, just came in, and we have this little guy, and it is a panel book. So you know that small, gifty projects are very much into those panels, are kind of what we're known for. And this is a little storybook. It was very, very simple to sew together. Here is what the panel looks like. So you're kind of seeing, this is the finished product from that. And this took, I don't know, maybe not even an hour to sew together. You just put the pages right sides together and sew. One of the things I will say about this was the page numbers are sort of buried in the edges, and so you could cut this down and use it as quilt blocks. And really, like, even the story you could just do as a panel. Okay, you could just do it as a quilt instead. So again, lots of beautiful colors here, soft. Here's again that super kind of buttery yellow, which I absolutely love in this. These are from Poppy Cotton. So Poppy Cotton is one of our better brands, and they are, we got to see them in Houston this past week, and that was, really, really exciting. So of course, this panel is called Unicorn Dreams. It is very exciting. I like this one a lot. And if you're looking for, again, you're looking for that project, looking for something to give to, have in your stash in case you need a quick gift. This is the kind of stuff I always sort of turn to, because this to me is a quick gift, and you're off. So Unicorn Dreams, check this one out, and I think you're gonna like, look, it makes me so bright. Maybe we just turn Mr. Spooky off for the night, but I don't want to, because he's my friend. And I don't come in here and hang out with this Mr. Spooky as much as I do the Mr. Spooky that's in the store. So, and there are no more Mr. Spookies. For those of you that always wondered, like, where did Mr. Spooky come from? He is a Target Halloween decoration, and he is no longer being made. So there you go. We have some fabric bundles that I would like to make sure that you are aware of, and let's talk about that. Okay, let's move let's move some stuff out of the way so you can hear me. Cheers, it's Friday. I only have water this time. Okay. Now, y'all been sleeping on this. This is uh oh, that's the look right there, right? This is the color palette that I know you needed. Um Look at these. Amazing. Amazing. Okay? You know your heart screams out and says, I need that, because my heart does. And these yummy colors are part of the Essence collection from Fran Gulick of Cotton and Joy. And she has this amazing, beautiful sort of tone on tones. This here, this little section, I love. This little section, I love. This little section, I love. I love all of it. It's amazing. These are 105. Before you cry at me and you say, but Cheryl, there are 30, 30, 30 fat quarters in this bundle. 30. So 105. If you're doing the mental math and you're like, but Cheryl, that's lower than what you sell fat quarters for in the store, you would be correct. This is something, like I said, I love these colors, and I love the small, like, I just love the little small, like the smalls. Okay? Like, look at that. Look at these. You got some geos. You've got some sparkly stars. Okay? You know you need this. You've got these drops. That's called raindrop. Okay? You've got, look at that. There's no what they call solids in here. What you have are ones that look like solids on the edge. They're like got these little like these little drops. Here's a good example of that. Okay, so from the side it looks like a solid, but when you are up there in it, okay, it's got like little stripy, like a little, just a little hint of a stripe. So 30 fat quarters, 105. Okay, this is Essence Fat Quarter Bundle. This is currently in stock. I'm telling you that you don't wait, because then you're going to be like, Cheryl, you had that on your video and then I went to go get it and it was gone. I tell you these things because I love you. Okay, I tell you not to sleep on these things because you're my good friends. And thank you, Mary. I appreciate you. Really subtle. Yeah, so these tone on tones, they just, instead of a solid in your quilt, like just that little pickup of that second color really gives these a completely different look. So I am telling you that this to me is a wonderful, like, all in one kind of encompassing, like, this is a great starter if you are not, like, if you are building your quote unquote fabric stash, which I prefer your fabric collection. I mean, I like the word collection more than stash, because this isn't something to feel bad about. Okay, stash makes me feel like, you know, it should be hidden away. This is not the kind of stuff you would hide away. You would put this out, you would look at it, and you have either the right project or it's there when you need the right project. But sometimes with these seasonal collections, you do not want to wait. And like I just said, we're buying fabric right now for next fall. Like, we just picked all of our Halloween and Christmas for 2026. Yeah, I can't believe it either, because it feels to me like that's, like, really? Yes. 2026's fabric is already bought. Okay, here is another one. And my friends, those of you that love the wovens, and let me tell you, we are seeing wovens everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And these are so gorgeous. And they have an excellent, and I mean excellent, hand for those of you who are quilters, okay? Now, in here, we only carry the best wovens specifically for your quilting, okay? So when these came out, I mean, just look at the fun. I mean, like the checks, the texture, okay? Where are my texture people at? The folks that want some texture with their texture, their quilting texture, and the fabric itself has texture. That is the beauty of the wovens, okay? So here are the there's 15 fat quarters in this bundle, and they are $66. Okay, 15 fat quarters. Again, what you're getting here is that is not a very, it's not a thin, it's not a thin woven, okay? It's not wispy, it's not whispery. You're going to be able to just cut and put these into your project without backing these, okay? You do not have to put backing on these at all. Nikki, absolutely. Okay, these are textures that this is the stuff I live in and die for, because what I want in my quilts, right, is something that no one has seen before. And that's what this kind of stuff is. That is what we thrive on here in our shop. And I want to show you that, these cool, absolutely cool textures. This bundle, again, don't sleep on this. It's worth it. I know you're going to love it. Okay. I'm in love with it. We have more Anna Maria textiles coming in. This is a Northcott brand. Anna Maria, you may remember her from, she was a Free Spirit designer. Now she is a designer for Northcott with her own line. Okay. This is 100% yarn dyed cotton. Okay. This yarn dyed cotton, what does yarn dyed cotton mean? And I'm going to talk to you about that really quickly here. Let's take this little bundle. I'm not going to take it apart, but I'm just going to pull one of these out so you can see what I mean. And I'm going to pull the bottom one out because, of course, why not pull the hardest one you can get, okay? All right, let's talk about this. This is a yarn dyed woven, okay? And a yarn dyed woven has a yarn that is color in one direction and a different color in the other direction. So these colors are not printed on this fabric. That is why when you flip it over, it's quite literally almost the exact same as the front. And the reason for that is because these are woven together, okay? And here you can see some of that. You can see also that it's got kind of like a refractory thing that happens. Like, it's almost like a iridescence in some of the light, okay? And the reason it does that is because there's a yellow going this direction and a black going in the other direction. So where those two cross, you get a different color in each of these. And if you look here at like the selvage edge, okay, you see those little teeth marks of the pinked edge, and if you were to pull the thread, it would be one color, and if you pull in the opposite direction, it would be a different color. That is what yarn dyed means. And when you are working with yarn dyes, a lot of times, like the yarn dye fabric itself can be very thin, okay? So a lot of people shy away from these because typically what they have used or seen in the quilting market is this particular kind of fabric's very, very thin. Um, and they're not using a higher weight of yarn, okay? Because that's what the thread in a fabric is called, a yarn. And so that yarn is so thin, okay, that the fabric is very wispy and very difficult to work with because it doesn't behave like uh, a typical cotton. This has a very, very good feel, good hand. I know when you are talking about you're using fabric, you want a fabric that has a good feel in your hand, and this fabric has an excellent hand. Um, Usually the fabrics that we bring in, I definitely am looking for that sort of quality, that sort of feeling in my hand. And so that to me is what makes a great um a great uh, uh woven fabric. Okay, so I'll figure out how to get that back in there later. Okay, but Garden Variety is the name. You're going to look that up in our search bar. It'll come right up. Look at these. They're so amazing. There's like stripes and ones with little fuzzies. And if you love these wovens as much as I do, you're going to have an amazing selection from us because we are really it is definitely a category that sells extremely well for us. Okay, so we have two new collections or two new products from Poppy Cotton, and I'm just going to let's talk about it. We've got what is this one called? Oh, I don't even remember. Charlie, when it first came in, he said, your fabric for your porcelain is in," and I was like, "Bro." So this is brand new Poppy Cotton. Um, it is called Lakeland Blues. Okay, so before you like go, Cheryl, why Lakeland Blues? Lakeland, Florida, for those of you that are not familiar with the Lakeland that we're speaking of. Okay, but this is um, a blue collection, all blues from sort of an all florals as well. So you have a lot of these sort of very chintz, okay? Lots of chintz. Like, we're thinking of chintz porcelain, okay? We're thinking of these beautiful blues and whites. Okay, where are my Wedgwood people? Okay, there's a tiny, tiny bit of gray, tiny, tiny bit. Okay, and then these various shades of this very, very, very gorgeous blue. We have this in a fat quarter stack. There are 18 fat quarters here. $70. Beautiful shades. Can you imagine the quilt? The gorgeous blue quilt that you can put out for the winter with this, okay? So I want you to imagine that wintry, wintry blue. We also have them in charm packs, okay? So we've got the 42 piece charm pack. This is 5-inch squares. For those of you that are making things from charm packs, EPP, your English paper piecing, you can use this with a white and really kind of bump out this gorgeous, gorgeous blues. So this is your great way to do table runner, etc. This is your great way to do a quilt with 18 fat quarters. This is a gorgeous collection. Absolutely, Mary. It is giving winter. It is absolutely giving winter. Even though, like, this is a collection that stands the test of time, right? So blue and white, my very first quilt is a blue and white block of the month quilt, okay? And they're each these very geometric stars, okay? But look at, I mean, just how beautiful would something like that be out of these gorgeous 18 fat quarters. And that blue and white is great for year round. It is spring, it is summer, it could be fall, but it's definitely a winter. Okay. Again, I like to make sure that you have these very colorful palettes, and then also these very you know, structured palettes. Okay, so you're not always going to come in here and get, like, rainbow of color, which I love a good rainbow, don't get me wrong. Okay, but I also love these monochrome sort of bundles as well. Pinks and reds and red and white, pink and white, blue and white, standard original quilt colors. So this Poppy Cotton Lakeland Blues is the name of the collection. It's $70 for these 18 fat quarters. So this is a really, really cool bundle. Cool also in that color palette, right? It's a cool colorway. But like I said, you're gonna get these. Some of them, like I said, Charlie opened the box and he said, your blue and white China fabric is here. And so yeah, we're very, very excited about Lakeland Blues. Be sure to look this one up on our website. The thing is scrolling on by right now, so grab that while you can. Okay, I'm running out of room over here with all my pillows, etc., etc., and I'm falling off this chair again. So the chair, if I don't sit on it just right, it does this like crazy thing where it's slanted, and so like throughout the whole night I'm just slowly sliding off the back end of this chair. um okay, now we have had an incredible response. Oh my gosh, Nikki, yes, applique teacups, girl. You're giving me all these ideas. Aren't they sweet though? They're very lovely. Okay. So I love it. I love it. One of the categories that we have had an incredible response about, and almost surprising to me how much I enjoy this process. Okay. And it surprised me, even me. And here's why. I thought this was below my pay grade. Okay. I'm just gonna say it like it is. Okay. I'm gonna show you here what I'm talking about. And that is sashiko. And can we talk about this? Because we have this in the shop right now. It is a pre-printed panel that is printed with washout ink. So, and what it has are these little stitching lines, and you do your little running stitch with the sashiko thread. And I thought, my friends, I thought this was too simplistic for me. I didn't start doing this because I thought I don't need stitch by number. And can I just say, I love doing sashiko. Nikki also loves doing sashiko because, oh my gosh, this has been the most enjoyable, meditative, everything about this has been absolutely incredibly enjoyable. I thought this was like not for me. It is so for me. And we've had it in the shop, and it is flying out the door. Flying out the door. Now, a few months ago, when we first brought this category in, it was just, I want to say it was after March. We have been constantly going through some of these designs time after time after time and again, and we've just been like madly restocking. They go out of stock as soon as we get stock. So that being said, this panel is in stock right now. It is approximately 20 inches square. It is pre-stamped. All you do is embroider over the lines, and that's it. You do not hoop it, okay? Don't put it in a hoop. You literally just hold it in your hands and you do the stitching. And it has been relaxing. Just it's so it's so freeing, right? Yes, Sylvia Pippin does have wonderful designs, and I love that, right? So, over the next few weeks, you are going to see this category explode in our store because I am so here for this technique. So here for this. Okay. So let's also talk about some of the things that you can get right now, like this panel. We have a whole section now of sashiko on our website. We will be adding it to the menu of the shop. Okay, for those of you that are just kind of dipping your toe into the water, just like dip your toe into the water. Sylvia Pippin's wonderful book. Thank you for that. Thank you for that great introduction right there, Kathy, because it just works right along here. This is a wonderful little pocket guide all about how to do sashiko and auditioning designs. Here's more information about them. These can be reduced or enlarged and used on your projects. And also, there is some more uh, we're coming in with templates in the store. So if you want to say put this design on a jacket or a pair of pants or whatever, you don't have to buy this cloth. You can buy the little stencil. The stencil is coming. Okay, we will have the stencils by next week. So get ready because I'm going to talk about this again next week. But your little sashiko handy pocket guide. We also have Pepper Corey's sashiko and boro stitching. Okay, so boro is very similar to sashiko, and boro is essentially like the visible mending. Okay, the visible stitching. Okay, and so the visible work, that the visible stitching that sits on top. So if you are into patching your clothing, if you are into doing any of that kind of where you want the stitches to be part of the focus, that is what boro is all about. So let's say you have a pair of jeans and they've got a hole, or they just aren't maybe as contemporary or whatever. You want to sort of modernize them. You want to just give them a little something, some little color pop. Again, here's just some of that example of that visible mending. So, so we've got these two little pocket guides, and they are truly small little pocket guides. This one here is $8.50, and this one here is $9.95, and both of these are in stock right now. And then for those of you that are like, I want to start doing a project right away, okay, we have this design, which is a sakura design. This is cherry blossom. Okay, so it's cherry blossom design here, already stamped. English instructions included, although I feel like the English, it's pretty self-explanatory. You stitch over the lines. Okay, I mean it's not rocket science. However, okay, if you take the approach that I did, that that it's not it's not below it's below your pay grade, right? Cherry blossoms, okay. This is absolutely stunning. Let's see if I can get it to kind of come into focus here. There we go. Okay. So look at that. That's the cherry blossom design. It is this is also in stock. Thank you, Cheryl. I love cherry blossoms too. They're so pretty. Okay. This category is getting bigger. We do have for the thread, we do carry sashiko thread, and that is in the sashiko section of the website. Okay, so let me just, you know what? While I'm talking here, let me just throw this up here because I have a whole section just waiting for you. I I'm very excited. Okay, this is a heck of a it's a heck of a thing. This is fun. All right, let's see if this link will work. Okay, I'm gonna give you this long link, but you're gonna basically just click the link. I'm gonna put it into the comments, and that way you can just click it. Okay, so it's there. It's going into the comments right now. You can copy that whole thing and stick it into the comments, or stick it into your URL. All right, and that's gonna show you our sashiko section. You're gonna see the threads in there. You're gonna see what panels we currently have, and and trust me when I tell you, we have more coming. Okay, there is more coming. We placed a reorder. It is on its way. So very excited. Yay! It's this truly, again, I thought it was beneath me. And I thought, I'm too advanced. I'm an advanced stitcher. I will not like this. I love this. And if it's not I would even go so far as to say it's not like an immediate like it takes time to stitch the little stitches correctly. So enjoy the process, because that's what sashiko is. It is just enjoy the process. The process is part of it, right? You know, oh look, that's making Mr. Spooky like makes me nice and bright. It's actually this bright in here. It's not really this dark. Okay. Okay. So now we are going to put this to this side because I have a really cool set of things that just they were here and then they weren't, and I my friends, this oh boy, yes, sashiko can be absolutely, if I'm not mistaken, I am looking for that particular panel. Okay. Okay, my friends, this is the Kiss Lock sewing box. The Kiss Lock sewing box that we have from our friends at Zaka Workshop. Now, when we first brought these in, okay, my friend Maddie over at the Badass Quilter Society, Miss Maddie said, "Oh my gosh, we need to do this as a sew along." So there is currently a sew along happening right now over on the Badass Quilter Society, and we supplied all of the kits for that. Can we talk about this? Okay, first of all, ignore all my little spoopy threads, okay? here's the little box, trying to show you like how big it is. Okay, you throw your scissors in here. You can put your little squares. Okay, you put your EPPs in here. It's a tiny box. It is 7 inches long, about 3 inches wide. Okay, so it's going to be a 7x3. The pattern, okay, comes with the hardware and the pattern to make the box. This is currently in stock. We have, look at the little pocket you end up making. Look at how sweet that is. Okay. You can use this to hold all your goodies. Okay. There's even there's 2 pockets. You can divide this compartment however you like. Okay, but it's show you that a friction pen fits right in there. Your little clips, okay? Let's say you need your little clips. You just clip them right onto here so you have them handy. And your little thread and your little, look at this. Adorable. Now, I did this in the Corey Dantini Witchy Ways fabric, okay? And we sold all of it out. But this is absolutely lovely. Lovely. Okay? Hear me, my friends. Vintage linens. Yes. Vintage linen. Embroidery. Hear me? Okay? Little soft, sweet floral inside. You do not have to use black on the inside of yours. Okay? This is the sweetest. Okay? Look at how nicely, if your clips are, look at how nicely this closes up. This is also fantastic for having your stuff by the end of your bed. Okay, for those of you that don't see me with my glasses on. All right, there you go. Right, just saying. Great little notions, carry all. Put this by your sewing, like your chair where you're sewing. Put your needle in here and close it up, and then your maybe perhaps your brand new baby kitten will not get at those things. Okay, so just here to tell you that this Kiss lock box is back in stock, but wait, there's more. We have other patterns from this same company. And is this not the cutest thing or what? It is called the mini macaroon pouch. Okay. Comes with discs and a zipper. Comes with enough to make one mini macaroon. But then you're like, but Cheryl, how do I make more? Oh, wait, we sell the refill. And the refill is only $6 for 2 more. Look, you know you want to have a little bowl full of mini macaroon zipper pouches. Okay, so they are going to be about that big. Okay, we're talking like 2 inches across. Little tiny, fun, super fun mini macaroon pouch plus extra refills now here in the store. Those of you that are doing the Kiss Lock box, you want to make a second one. We have the refills now with the Kiss Lock box. If you need another Kiss Lock, we have it. Oh yes, stitch marker box. Okay, that's what you use the macaroons for. Put your littles in there. Okay, this would also be adorable to give to a little one. Okay, just to play. It's really sweet. Okay, but wait, there's more. We also now have the heart clasp purse. Look at this. Look at that. Look at how sweet that is. Okay, purse or as a sewing kit. But this one, the difference is you can see it has loops for you to add a strap. Okay, so that allows you to use those holes right there on this particular one, and the kiss is actually a little heart. So you can see there the little purse with the strap. Okay. Fabric fat eighth, second fabric fat eighth, and then one fat quarter. Not a lot of materials needed to make these. These are from Zaka Workshop. If you are familiar with them, they are from Korea, and we just love these. Okay, so we've got the heart clasp purse, but wait, I'm not done. I have one more, and this is brand new, and I am currently waiting for the next collection of fabric to come in before I make one. But OMG, the stylish sewing caddy. This is a box hardware caddy so that it opens up wide, okay, super wide, and it's going to allow you to put your notions and things. Fat quarter, fat quarter, fat quarter, fat eighth. Okay, not a lot of fabric needed. Gorgeous. Look at how sweet this is. This comes with the zipper and the wire frames that allow it to open up wide. Okay, so this is also brand new. So one of the things I love about me going to these shows, like the one I was just at uh, in Houston. Okay, what they do is they are there and showing their wares, and then I'm like, I think you guys would love this stuff, because when you see these in person, they're so cute. Okay, this is not expensive. This is not, it's not going to break your budget, it's not going to break your bank, and you can make it with things that you already have. I want you to, be able to experiment. This was super simple to make. Okay. I used the same foam that you would use in your bags and your backpacks and things like that. That's what I used in this. Let me tell you, this is so cute. Kiss Lock sewing box, stylish sewing caddy, heart clasp purse, mini macaroon pouch. All of these are currently in stock. You can get them right now. We also have the macaroon refills and the refills for the Kiss Lock box. And of course, we intend to carry the refills for these two as well. It really does depend if you're going to buy a lot of them, if you're going to buy them and you want more refills. Absolutely, I want to be able to fulfill that. So we are going to be carrying the refills for these two, but I'm going to be making this one out of an upcoming line of fabric. And oh, how sweet is this? Look, it's like a little train case. It's got the little, oh my gosh. I'm just so, like, they're so cute. Okay, like, I can't stand it. All right, it's just, that's just how I am. I'm like so excited about this stuff. Lastly, before I run away, I want to tell you one more time, we have the Elemental coat back in stock. That's right. It's been a hot second. We sell the heck out of this pattern during Quilt Week. We sold, I think, 50 patterns in like 3 days. That's how popular the quilt coat is. But this is not just any quilt coat. This is the best quilt coat. And you have the long version, the short version and the crop top. You have the hood, the collar, and the collarless. You can do 3/4 sleeves or you can do them cuffed. It's a huge variety of being able to mix and match these parts. This is the quilt pattern for your coat. If you are doing a coat, you want to do a coat, this is going to be the one. Okay? This is by my very good friend, Teresa Coates. She didn't plan that, but she's the coat lady now. And Teresa Coates, Crinkle Dreams, the most fabulous teacher. I cannot say enough about how much I love Teresa. And let me tell you, you do not sleep on this one as well, because it will sell out so quickly again. All right, so just letting you know, we got this. You got to come in and get it. That is what I have for you, my friends. It has been a wild couple of weeks, and I have so much more coming into the store. Everything that we have planned for you is like coming together. Now, not next week, but the week after, Tula Pink's gray work is coming into stock. If you haven't placed your order yet, you need to, because it's not going to last long. If you need to ask me if you have placed an order for gray work or not, please just send me a message through Facebook or YouTube, either one. Send me a little message and I will absolutely check to see if you have placed it on order. If you haven't, right now is a good time to go and pre-order that gray work collection for yourself. Tula Pink's fabrics have a following, and we want to make sure that you get that fabric when it comes in. Okay, that's what I have for you, my friends. It is going to be a wonderful weekend. Please hurry up, place those orders, get them in, set them for pickup if you are local, because I want you to make sure that you get these things in your hot little hands. If you wait, you might have to wait for a reorder. In some of the cases, like some of these fabrics, what we got is what we got. So if you don't buy it when it's in, it won't come back in this form again. So I'm just letting you know. So that is everything I have for you tonight. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you get some sewing done. My friends, take care. It's very good to see you. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourselves. I will see all of you later.